Okay, welcome to Sarah's live class at your study part. Today we're looking at the continuation of our topic, which is leadership. In today's class, we're looking at Deborah as a leader. So far, so good on leadership. We have been able to look at Joseph as a leader, Moses as a leader, then Joshua as a leader. So in our class today, still on the continuation of the topic leadership, we'll be looking at Deborah as a leader. Don't forget, if you to analyze the topic on leadership, we started as what? Joseph as a leader. Then we move to what? Moses, then Joshua, then we have what? Deborah. Past Jamb question, students were asked the only female judge in Israel. Okay? The answer is what? Deborah. So under leadership, the way we have what? The males are judge. We also have what? A female judge. And the only female judge that we have is Deborah. So in today's class, I'm going to give us the analysis of how Deborah played a leadership role in Israel during our administration. So in today's class, I'll be giving you what? The breakdown of Deborah. Now we can see or relate Deborah into three significant aspects. We can relate Deborah into what? Three significant aspects. We can see her as a judge. We can see her as what? A judge. We can also relate her as a prophetess. We can relate her as a prophetess. And lastly, we can also relate her as a woman warrior. A woman what? Warrior. Don't forget the topic is still Deborah as a leader. I started by telling us that we can see the significant role played by Deborah in three aspects. And those aspects are crucial aspects. Firstly, Deborah being a judge in Israel, Deborah playing a role as a prophetess, and also Deborah playing a significant role as a woman warrior. So let's take it one after the other to get a better understanding of Deborah as a leader. Now, let me start with Deborah being a judge. Deborah being what? A judge. Bible makes us understand that after the death of a man named Ehud, after the death of a man what? Named Ehud, Deborah became the next judge in Israel. So the leadership quality of Deborah started as a judge after the death of a man called Ehud. E-H-U-D. Then she was made what? The first female judge in Israel. So we can relate this as Deborah was the first female judge in Israel after the death of Ehud. We can also put it this way that she was the successor of Ehud. Okay? Now, let's see how Deborah performed a role as a judge. That makes us to understand that Deborah being a judge, judged from Ramah to Bethel. Deborah as a judge. Deborah as a judge. Judge from Ramah to Bethel. Very important. This is a past Jamb question. So we were asked that Deborah as a judge judge from dash to dash. So the right answer here is what? Deborah as a judge. Judge from Ramah to Bethel. So please take note of this word question, okay? Now, aside that, past Jamb question. Deborah being a judge, okay? Judge under a tree known as. So what's the answer there? Deborah being a judge, judge under a tree known as what? The palm of Deborah. So she's always sitting under a tree known as what? Palm of Deborah. And this is that is the place where the people will come and she judge their words, their case. Okay? So she judge or she perform her role as a judge by sitting under a tree known as what? A palm of Deborah. Deborah play a role as a judge under a tree known as the palm of Deborah. Very important. Deborah play a role as a judge under a tree known as what? The palm of Deborah. Okay. Now, before we continue to look at other aspects, okay, we can as well equally say that let's look at the family background of Deborah. Okay. Deborah have a man known as her husband. Okay. So the husband of Deborah, you can relate the husband of Deborah to be what? A man known as Lapidot. Lapidot. That is the husband of Deborah. Past Jamb question. The husband of Deborah is Dash. Was the right answer will be what? Lapidot. Okay. So let's look at prophetess. Deborah being what? A prophetess. Okay. Now, let me just give you a breakdown of something that has happened before Deborah was made what? A leader in Israel. The Israelites, that is the people of Israel, have been under the affliction of a king, the king of Canaan. So the name of the king is Jabin. King Jabin. Now this king Jabin is known as what? The king of Canaan. King Jabin is known as the king of Canaan. Okay, he was the one that afflicted the Israelite, tormented the Israelite for good 20 years. Okay, so it has been what? Tormenting, he afflicted the Israelites for 20 years. And the word afflicted here is that the Israelites were under the bondage, under the affliction, under the captivity of King Jabin for 20 good years. And why is it like that? We are meant to understand that the Israelites, the people of Israel, sinned against God by worshiping another idol, known as what? The god of Baal. An idol called what? Baal. So because of that, God was what? Angry with them and allowed them to suffer under the affliction, under the captivity of King Jabin for good 20 years. Okay? So that was the time Deborah was made what? A judge in Israel, like the next leader that replaced or that succeeded Ehud after his death. So now, being a prophetess now, I want to explain the role of Deborah, how she played a role as what? A prophetess. Now, being a prophetess, she wasn't happy based on that the Israelites, under her leadership, they were still under the captivity of King Jabin. So she prayed to God, that is, she interceded. She prayed to God, and God answered her prayer. Okay? The answer to the prayer is that God revealed to her that a woman would deliver the Israelites from the captivity of King Jabin. That was a prophecy given to Deborah, being a prophetess, okay? That a woman will deliver the Israelites from the captivity of King Jabin. Don't forget, I told us that the Israelites were under the affliction, captivity of King Jabin for how long? For a good 20 years, okay? So being a prophetess, she prayed to God, she interceded about the suffering and affliction from King Jabin. And the Lord answered her prayer. And the Lord also told her things to do. Okay, one of the things to do was that the Lord instructed her that they can go for what? Battle. They can go to war with the Canaanites. And the Lord told her the number of soldiers that will be what? Used. So immediately she called on the commander of army of the Israelites, a man known to be Barak. So who is Barak here? Barak is the commander of the army of Israel. Barak is the commander of the army of Israel. So Deborah called on Barak and explained to Barak what the Lord has revealed to her. That the Lord revealed to her that the Israelite cannot what? Go to war with the Canaanites. That a woman, God will use a woman to give them victory. And they should go with 10,000 soldiers and invite two tribes, the tribes of Naphtali and Zebulun. So, pass down question. The other two tribes invited by Barak to battle with the Canaanites. So we look at the two other tribes on the board. So Barak arranged 10,000 soldiers. Barak arranged 10,000 soldiers. But before I continue, now I just explained Deborah being what? A prophetess. Because she prayed to the Lord and the Lord revealed to her what Israelites should do if they will conquer the Canaanites. Okay? A quick one. Let me just summarize Deborah being a what? A woman warrior. After revealing to Barak what the Lord has revealed to her, Barak told her that I will go for this war. If you will what? You will follow me. Now, this is how Deborah played her role, her leadership role as a woman warrior. She said no problem. So she agreed to go with Barak for the battle or for the war. They can see she just played what? A good leadership role by what? Leading by example. We can say that she leaded by what? Example. By surrendering herself that she will go for the war. So that is how she played the role of what? A woman warrior. So after everything being done, so Barak arranged 10,000 soldiers and invited the tribes of Naphtali, and Zebulun. Past down question. The two tribes invited by Barak are tribe of Dash and Dash. So the right answer here is what? The tribe of Naphtali and Zebulun. Okay? So after inviting the two tribes, the Lord also revealed to prophetess Deborah now that the Israelites should engage the battle near River Kishon. So the place of engagements where they engage the Canaanites is called what? River Kishon. Kishon. Sorry, River Kishon. That's the place of what? Engagement. Okay? Near Mount Tabor. Near Mount Tabor. Near Mount Tabor. So these are the keyword. Evacuation, place of engagement near Mount Tabor. That is what the description of place of engagement. So engage war with the Canaanites under the leadership of King Jabin. Okay. Now, past jam question. The Canaanites, the Israelites, were under the captivity of the Israelites were under the captivity of the Canaanites under the leadership of Dash for 20 years. The right answer is what? Under the leadership of King Jabin. Okay. Now let me just talk a little about the people of what? The Canaan. Now, for the Canaanites now, the people of what? Canaan now. So starting from their king name, we have it as Jabin. That is what? The king of what? Canaan, okay? So, just like Deborah being the leader of what? The Israelites. So this was the king of what? Canaan. And at that time, the Israelites have not started having king as their leader. What they used then was the era of judges, okay? So, but this country, Canaan, after using what? Kings as what? Their leader. So Jabin was the king of Canaan during that time, okay? Just like Barak was the commander of the army of Israel. So we have Sisera, a man called Sisera, as commander, Sisera as commander of the army of Canaan. Commander of the world, the army of Canaan. They are the ones that afflicted, okay, or tormented the Israelites for good 20 years. So Israelites were under the captivity of King Jabin, under the command of Sisera for 20 years. Now, let's talk about the battle now. After that, the place of what? Engagement. Evacuation near Mount Tabor. So when the war became more intense, the Bible also understand that God was on the side of the Israelites. So they were the one winning. When Sisera saw that, who is Sisera? Commander of the army of Canaan. So when Sisera saw that, the Israelites were having what? The victory. So he ran, he flew, and went to a place, and he saw a woman known as what? Jael. He saw a woman known as what? Jael. This Jael happened to be the wife of a man called Eber or Eber. Jael was the wife of a man called what? Eber. This Eber, Bible because understand that it was a Canaanite. He was what? A Canaanite. Ask that question. The husband of Jael, a Canaanite, is what? Eber. Okay? So when the war became more intense, that Sisera could no longer do anything, he went to go and hide in the house of this woman, Jael. Jael accommodated him, even requested for water, but Jael gave him a bottle of milk. Okay? After knowing that Sisera was one of the enemy of Israel. So she played along. Okay? So she accommodated him. In fact, when Bible goes to understand that she covered him with a rug, okay, and gave him what? A bottle of milk after requesting for water, okay? So when he was now what? Asleep, Sisera, talking about Sisera, he was now what? Asleep in the house of Jael. The angel took a peg and shook him near his what? Temple, and Sisera died. Okay, Sisera was killed by a peg used by Jael. Okay, that's how Sisera what? Died, and the Lord gave what? The Israelite victory. So that was the summary of Deborah as a leader. Don't forget things that you need to know under this topic. You should understand that Deborah, she was the first female judge in Israel. I'm talking about leader in Israel. She also was among the first leader in what? In Israel, okay? She played a leadership role as a judge, a prophetess, and a woman warrior, okay? Being a judge, we are told that she judged from Ramah to Bethel under a tree known as the palm of Deborah, okay? I'm also mentioned that she was the wife of a man called Lapidus, okay? And also, being a prophetess, we're meant to understand that she prayed to God concerning the word affliction of the Israelites under the leadership of a king known as King Canaan, King Jabin, that is the king of Canaan. King Jabin, king of Canaan. We are meant to understand that King Jabin has been tormenting, afflicting the Israelites for a period of 20 years. Now, just remember something now. Pass down question. You know, the Israelites made use of about 10,000 soldiers. Okay? You can be asked, how many men did what? The people of Canaan used to what? To battle with the Israelites. We're meant to understand that the Canaan or the Canaanites use 900 chariots. 900 chariots against the Israelites. They use what? 900 what? Chariots against what? The Israelites. Why the Israelites made use of what? 10,000 soldiers with the assistance of tribe of Naphtali and Zebulun as invited by Barak. Okay. So after this, we're going to look at how they can ask questions from us from the past question. Okay, let me just ask if there's question you want to ask concerning this. Any question? Okay, if there is no question, I want to clear the board and give us some questions on Deborah as a leader. So let me get some questions for us here on Deborah as a leader. Okay, I'll just lay my hand on some questions here. Number one, at the time Deborah became a judge in Israel, she was a option A, Rafsia, B, prophetess, Rafsi, medium, D, priestess. Number two, during the time of Deborah, the people of Israel sinned against God, and God sold them into the hand of Jabin, the option A, king of Canaan, B, king of Egypt, C, king of Philistines, and D, prince of Persia. This question is for number two. Question three now. Deborah was a judge when Israel was under the yoke of option A, Moab, B, Midian, C, Canaan, and D, Philistine. Question 4. The Israelites did evil in the eyes of the Lord. In the eyes of the Lord, in the days of the judges, in the days of the judges, by option A, serving the Philistines, serving the Philistines, B, practicing human sacrifice, C, marrying the Canaanites, and D, serving the Baals. Question 5. Jabin had dash chariots of iron and oppressed the people of Israel dash years. Option A, 10,000 slash 40. B, 900 slash 15. C, 1,000 slash 20. And D, 900 slash 20. Question 6. Deborah was the wife of A, Jeru, B, Sisera, C, Lapidos, D, Abinoam. 7. Deborah used to sit under the palm of option A, Kadesh, B. Rama. C. Bethel. And D. Deborah. Number 8. That is question 8. Deborah told Barak to gather his men at option 8. Option A, Mount Arab. B, the brook of Naphtali. C, Mount Tabor. And D, Bethel. 9, second to last question. Number 9, when Sisera asked for water, he got dash A, wine, B, milk, C, water, D, none of the above. Then the last question, question 10. Sisera died in the hands of option A, Iba, B, Jabin, C, Barak, and D, Jael. So students, we have 10 questions on the board. So I'm giving us like 5 minutes to take these questions and answer it, okay? I'll be right back. Mhm. That's it. Okay, welcome back, class. I want to believe that you have provided the right answers to these what questions. So if you have been following since, you know that this is all we discuss in the class today. So let's look at the answers to these questions one after the other. Okay, so look at the first question on the board. At the time Deborah became a judge in Israel, she was a. So I have the medium to get your answers online right now. So I would like you to give me the right answer if you can hear me right now, okay? So at the time Deborah became a judge in Israel, she was a. So who give me the answer? Who give me the answer? Just speak and let me hear your answers. Hello, students. Okay, let me hear from you. What will be the answer? At the time Deborah became a judge in Israel, she was a. The right answer is what? A prophetess, okay? A prophetess. That's the right answer, okay? Now, the second question. During the time of Deborah, the people of Israel sinned against God, and God sold them into the hand of Jabin, the dash. Now, in this option, I'm still waiting for a response. Those are online. So, in these options, number two, what will be the right answer to this question? What do you say? Can you speak up a little so I can hear you? So, I said, what is the answer to this number two, question two? Hello? Okay, you flow with me. What is the answer to this question two? King of what? Canaan, correct. King of Canaan. That's the right answer. So let's move to question three. In our question three, Deborah was a judge when Israel was under the yoke of. The word yoke here is referring to as what? Under the captivity. Okay? Under the word captivity. So which one is the right answer here? If you can still hear me online, let me have your answers. Question three, what is your answer? Hello? Okay, let's go. Deborah was a judge under, so Deborah was a judge when Israel was under the yoke of, what's the answer? So don't forget, I said the word yoke is what? Referring to as what? Captivity, okay? Question four. The Israelites did evil in the eyes of the Lord in the days of the judges by, you want to try? Seven. Which option do you pick as the answer? But what do you pick as the answer? You pick B, D. So, like in class when I studied class, I said serving what? The God of bars. So you are correct, okay? But you just guess. That is answer. Serving what? The God of what? Bars, okay? Question five. Jabin had that chariot of iron and oppressed the people of Israel for dash years. So which of these options fit into the word gap here? C. Let's see C. Jabin had 900 chariots of iron. Yes, correct. You pick C. C, you're wrong with C, okay? The right answer is what? D. This is the right answer, D. Let's see. Jamb had 900 chariots of what? Iron, yes, and oppressed the people of Israel for 20 years. So D is the right answer. Did you get that? Let's continue. Question 6. The one is very simple. Yes or no? Okay, let's see. Deborah was the wife of Lapidot. Okay, that is good. Nice one. Okay. Question 7 now. Let's have it. Deborah used to sit under the palm of. Say it again. No, you're wrong. This online. Any answer? Any answer? So Deborah used to sit under a palm of what? Deborah. I said that Deborah used to sit under a tree, known as or called palm of Deborah. So Deborah used to sit under a tree, known as what? The palm of what? Deborah. Okay, that is the right answer. So let's move to question 8. Deborah told Barak to gather his men at B. What do you have in B? At the brook of Naphtali. No. Deborah told Barak to gather his men at where? Mount Tabor, near River Kishon. Okay. At where? Mount Tabor, near what? River Kishon. Okay. Those are very important things you should put down. Okay. Very important. Number 9. When Sisera asked for water, he got milk. Correct. Okay. Now let me ask this whether you're following. Who did Sisera ask milk from? Oh, who gave Sisera milk instead of water? Husband? No. Okay, let's see the last question. Sisera died in the hands of, what's the right answer? D. Jael. Okay. So it was Jael that gave what? Sisera milk when he asked for water. Okay. So on the board, we're going to look at the what? The corrections to the 10 questions given to us. Okay. If you are following us and if you are joining the class online, so this is just what? The questions you should be expecting under Deborah as a leader. Don't forget today's class and leadership. Okay. In our next class, we're going to look at another interesting topic in New Testament. So this is how we do it. We do 2 topics from Old Testament. You go to another word, 2 topics in the word New Testament. So we'll be able to cover our syllabus. Don't forget, there's a lot of topics in our series, and we need to what? Work smart to be able to cover all the topics. So far, so good in today's class. We have been able to look at Deborah as a leader. Okay, I told us that Deborah, she was the first female judge in the land of what? Israel. And our leadership skill, we can see it demonstrated as a judge, a prophetess, and a woman warrior. She acted as a woman warrior when Barak told her to join them in the what? In the battle. And she complied. Okay. That's how she demonstrated a woman warrior. Okay. And as a prophetess, she prayed to God. She interceded. Okay. And God revealed to her how the Israelites will conquer the Canaanites. Okay. And also, being a judge, we are told that she judged the people of Israel from Ramah to Bethel under a tree known as the palm of Deborah. And looking at the side of the Canaan, we're meant to understand that the king of Canaan is known as Jamb, and his commander of army is known as Sisera. And we know what ended Sisera. He was killed by a woman, as prophesied by Deborah, that a woman would give the victory to the Israelites. And the woman name happens to be what? Jael. The husband of Jael is Eber. Heber, a Canaanite. Now, there's this question I saw when I was writing these 10 questions on the board, okay? We are told that the father of Barak, who is this Barak? The commander of the army of Israel, okay? The father's name is Abinoam. This is spelling of Abinoam. Abinoam, Abinoam. That is the name of the father of Barak. I saw in the question. The father of Barak is Dash. So the right answer is what? Abinoam. Okay? So when we meet again next class, by the grace of God, we'll be looking at another interesting topic in our CRS from the New Testament. Okay? I want to tell you, go and read ahead of the next class. The next topic is another interesting topic, which is miracles. We want to look at the miracles Jesus performed in the New Testament, talking about the nature miracle, the healing miracle, the resuscitation miracle, and others like that. You're going to look at it one after the other. So don't miss out in the next class. Invite your friends and come to the class on time so you can get the best of the class. See you. Thank you.